Darnell from NuWave Oven Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up biscuits from Frozen in the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite 4 different ways. So no matter which type of way you want to cook up your biscuits in the Power Air Fryer Oven, you'll know how to do it too. So let's get started now. Okay, I've got myself some Pillsbury Grand Southern Homestyle Buttermilk biscuits here. And so if you were cooking these in a conventional oven, just to show you that, you'd have to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. You're talking 5 minutes spent there. Then you put the placing frozen biscuits 2 inches apart on a cooking sheet, and you bake them for, if you're doing like 1 to 6, 17 to 21 minutes. So you're talking about, maybe 25 minutes out of your life just to bake some biscuits. We can do faster in the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite with no preheating. So I'm going to open this pack of biscuits up, and this will be our first of the 4 cooks, the first method that I'm going to use here. Alright, get my biscuits out. I'm going to do these the way a lot of you who saw my NuWave Oven biscuit video said you like to do them. And so I'm going to try the way many of you like to do them first, which is to put them all together like that. Just kind of squinch them together. I've just got 4. I could get more, but I'm just going to do 4. Because we're going to be doing a lot of cooks. So just put them together like that and cook them, because a lot of you like them growing together. And I'm going to put them on the lowest rack of the Power Air Fryer Oven Elite on some foil. I got foil on my crisper tray there. And close it up. I'm just going to hit the power button, hit the French fry button. I'm going to let those run at, try to get the light on. Alright. Gonna let those run for 15 minutes at 400, but I'll pull them earlier if they look like they're getting done earlier. I just want to show you how they look 10 minutes into the cook. You can see they're getting pretty brown, but they haven't risen up a whole lot. They look a little small to me as far as their growth. I'm gonna let them go a little longer before I pull them out. Okay, after 12 minutes I'm pulling them out. They're getting pretty golden brown to me. So I'm going to let you have a look at them here. Oh, got to turn that off. Let you have a look at them here. They look pretty good. Let's, I'm going to take one, and you can see the bottom of it. Because it was on the foil, it's not cooked on the bottom. If we had it just on a crisper tray, which we will do in the future, one of the future versions of this cook, we'll see how it looks under that crisper tray without the foil. But for this one here, I'm going to get the camera adjusted, give it just a moment to cool a little, and then just do a quick 1-bite taste test. Okay, so here's our biscuit and a 1-bite taste test. This way, the middle is just a little undercooked, just a little. So we'll try another way and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, so now I've got 4 just on the crisper tray separated. I'm going to put those in. And I've already hit the French fry button to get 400 degrees 15 minutes. So just going to let that run now. And I'll bring you back in maybe 15 minutes, maybe less. But them being separated may give more airflow, help them to cook better. So we'll see. Okay, just 10 minutes have passed. Well, it just went down 1 more minute, so 11 minutes technically. But they've been looking good ever since about 10 minutes. So just gonna stop that. Look at how well risen they are. I mean, this one's like ready to explode. They've risen well. They look good. So I'm just gonna use a spatula. Oh, look at that. They didn't even stick to the bottom of the crisper tray. That's pretty cool. They didn't stick. Now, if you're cooking like some croissant dough or something, you might, if you're having it on a crisper tray, it might stick as it kind of grows if it's refrigerated. But these frozen biscuits, they come right off. They didn't even stick to the crisper tray. So there's a plated biscuit. Let me get the camera swapped around and we'll do a taste test of this one from this method. Alright, so let's do a taste test of this one. in this case, it's cooked. The inside is still tasting just a little undercooked, but not as undercooked as the others that were on the foil kind of together. This one is, it's a little doughy inside is probably the best way to put it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily undercooked, it's just a little soft doughy inside, which is acceptable. I'll say this one is one you could probably give to anybody and they'll be fine with it. You give the other ones that were kind of clustered together on the foil, and you know, people are gonna be like, oh, it's not done. All right, I forgot to show you the bottom from method number 2. You can see that bottom is more cooked because it was directly on the crisper tray. So now we'll move on to method number 3. Okay, so now we're on to method number 3, and I will mention that I am letting the power air fryer oven cool a little between each cook. I'm not cooking from a totally hot oven every time. So this time, method number 3, we're going back to the foil, but we're going to separate them. We're not going to have anything close together in this one. So I'm going to put this fourth one on here, and we'll see how these turn out this way. I'm going to go ahead and put that crisper tray on that bottom rack. Going to again hit the power French fry with just 400 degrees, 15 minutes, but we'll see how long this goes. If it takes like maybe 12 or so minutes, and we'll do a test of these after they're done. Okay, I let these go for 14 minutes. Tops is starting to get really brown, really golden brown, so I don't want to like burn or overcook my tops. So you can see, stop that. You can see these are looking really done on top there. So those went for 14 minutes. So I'm just going to take one and plate one. You can see that bottom is really soft looking. It feels done though on the bottom. It's the white bottom, but it feels done. So going to get the camera switched around. We'll do a taste test of this one from this method. All right, this biscuit 14 minutes with the foil and separated. So let's give this a shot. That one, so fluffy I had to drink some water after it. That was the best one. Putting the foil down, 14 minutes, or really 13 minutes, really about 13 minutes, not 14 minutes, because there were 2 minutes left. So it's 13 minutes with the foil underneath. That, I feel personally, the most fully cooked one so far, really good. The one with the, on the crisper tray, separated, that one's pretty good too. I mean, that little bit of doughiness is still pretty good. So either way, 2 or 3 are really good methods in my book, but I got one more that I want to try, one more method. So let's go with method number 4 now. Okay, so for our last method, I'm going to do another one for you who like the biscuits together, but on the crisper tray. And this time I'm going to pack them, try and coordinate them to be packed tighter so that they are all close touching. We're going to see how this turns out. I'm just going to kind of do them in a close together flower shape, kind of like a flower petal. Try and get them as close together as possible there. So we'll let that, we'll give that a shot. Let's see, yeah, like that. All right, so get that in there. Going to do again the French fry button. That's 400 degrees, 15 minutes, and I'll bring you back and when these look like they're good and done. Actually, hold on, wrong rack. Sorry about that. Get those on that bottom rack there. That's where we want them. Let those run. Bring you on back. Okay, let them go to full 15 minutes. Then go ahead and pull them out. All right, so I'm going to just separate them here. Looks like this one here, look at them, nice and poofy. See the bottom is cooked there. Alright, let's get this camera adjusted around and we'll do a taste test of this biscuit here. Alright, our biscuit from our fourth and final method. Give you a good look of it. Good look at it. Let's do a taste test. Okay, probably need a little sip after that one. Alright, so together like that on the crisper tray, they turned out pretty good. They turned out real good, nice and fluffy, fully cooked. So basically, the method having them separated on the foil works to basically cook them all the way through. Also, if you put them together on the kind of bunch them together on a crisper tray, the tops don't over brown too quick, I guess because they're all together keeping each other cool, and so they cook fully that way as well. But if you have them all together on foil, seems like the inside doesn't cook too well, and so you probably don't want to do that way. But the crisper tray doesn't stick as far as any of the biscuit dough there, so you're pretty good to go to have them right on the crisper tray. So basically wanted to give you a few ways to try, show you the different outcomes. Also, let me know in the comment which way you like the best or which way you prefer, how you cook your biscuits in the power air fryer oven. Also, you can check out this and other great recipes at superwaveovenrecipes.com. I'm on Twitter at Wave Oven Recipes. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And good eating.